Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Bracer video. The gameplay for the 3 new characters has been leaked. It's been out for a while now. I wasn't going to initially react to it. I was going to wait for the official gameplay, but I did see that they're level 200 now. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to react to it. A massive shout out straight off the bat to XX. They are the one that did actually leak the gameplay. They've been doing it for a while now, since the 5th anniversary. So if you do want to subscribe to them and get that early leaked gameplay every time a banner gets announced, then feel free to do that. I will have their channel linked in the description. So firstly, let's start off with Izuru. We're going to go from least type to most type in my opinion. So Izuru is a flurry character. If you haven't already checked out, we did go over the characters before in the first video. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's actually kind of unique in a sense that he's, you know, kind of like he came back from the dead. He has the last ditch built in. He has flurry. He's a ranged character. Unfortunately, he doesn't have guard break. And personally, for me, that's kind of a bad thing for a flurry character to have. If you don't have guard break, my enjoyment for that character is just not there, right? I'm probably going to find him cool. I'm probably going to want to pull him. I'll probably be excited to pull him. But overall, in the long run, I'm just not going to use him over someone like Kisuke. Even when Kisuke doesn't have killer, Kisuke is going to be a better character because he has guard break. So it's a bit unfortunate that they didn't give him guard break. I feel like he does deserve it. But that being said, though, that's just a small gripe on my part. If you like Izuru, you're probably going to enjoy this character. Look at his model. Look at the artwork. He looks really cool. Like, look at this. Like, this is one of the cooling. I think this is the best that Izuru has ever looked. He looks really cool here. So we're going to react to the gameplays, starting off with Izuru. So, like I said, he's an ad character. Looks very cool. Let's check out the gameplay. So that's his Nad string. That actually looks quite impressive, not going to lie. I like it. Look at his arm. It looks mad skinny from there. So it's a normal Nad string. Every character has this. Like, every range character is nothing too special. It is a good one, though. So I will say that. It's not too bad. It looks good. I like it. That is his first strong attack. It is like pushback AoE. I believe it is range collision. So for a Nad character, lads, it isn't the best strong attack to have. That being said, it's not that big of a deal, right? It's still guard breaks. It looks quite nice. Like, the purplish blue aura that he's giving off right now is quite impressive. That right there was one of the cooler SA2s I've seen in the game. I'm not gonna lie. So that's a vortex move, but the way they do it is like he lunges forwards and then goes back. That's actually kind of cool. And you can see the hole right there, lads. The hole's funny. Oh, okay. So that was his third strong attack. I really do like it when Caleb do actually put the Zanpakuto on the screen. You'll see here, if we can go frame by frame. You can see it if we go frame by frame. You can just see his Zanpakuto fly across the screen. That's kind of cool. I like that. I think that's quite impressive for an SA3. There we go. And that's really all there is to talk about. Actually, one thing I do want to say, because I just remembered now. His strong attack 1 isn't a pushback like I just mentioned it was. It's actually kind of better in a sense. It's similar to the Zangetsu if you have played with him. You can see here that it doesn't necessarily push back, but it pierces. So it's not as bad as Kisuke's SA1 or the Kiryu SA1 if you do decide to bring this character into Guild Quest, where he will actually quite shine in there. That pushback SA1 can be very annoying because it just pushes the boss away. You're trying to do damage, sometimes you can miss and stuff like that. Izuru actually doesn't do that, so I was mistaken right there. So Izuru's strong attacks are pretty good. He's a net character, and that's really all there is to talk about. His strong attacks, he looks impressive, right? But he's just going to play like every other Nad character, just without guard break. So you can see here, this is an example of why flurry characters need to have guard break. He has to now sit there for 6 or so seconds while his strong attacks do recharge. Obviously, he doesn't have any recharge, but you're not really going to build him with recharge. So it's annoying that Caleb didn't give him guard break, but visually, I do need to turn this down. Visually, he looks impressive. I like the way he is. Like, his model looks cool, and I like it. I like it, right? So now what we're going to do is wait for the special whenever XE wants to do that. Alright, so this should be the special time. Let's check it out. So, I really do like it, like, from what we saw. Yeah. That looks cool. Oh, okay. I like it. You know what? Overall, for what Caleb had done for this character, I'm actually fairly impressed. As you know, if you read the manga, this Izuru literally shows up out of nowhere and does nothing. Literally nothing. So the fact that Caleb made this character somewhat cool and were able to give him some moves is fairly impressive, right? Literally just showed up, did like one attack, and that was it, right? The only thing he does in the final arc, at least with this form, the zombie form, is literally have this pose, and it really does look cool. Like, this pose right here, I like it. I like that Caleb actually implemented that into his special. Of course they would. And it looks cool. Look at him. Like, this man's got drip. I like it. And obviously they had a bit of free will here. I don't think he does do this in the final arc, but I like it, right? He uses Tenran, slices up, and everything just falls in him. So overall, with Izuru, even though I think he's the worst in the banner, he still looks pretty good. He still looks pretty good. If you are a fan of Izuru, you will not be disappointed. I kind of want to pull for him, but like I said, no guard break kind of hurts. Kind of hurts. All right, so now what we're going to be doing is going over to Chojiro. So let's check out Chojiro's gameplay. So really, really excited to see this character. It's the first Chojiro that we're getting in the game that's actually good, because the other one's not. You can see him bending down right there on the one knee, like he normally does in the manga to Genryusai. Oh. And one thing I will say is the fact that I really do like that Caleb went out the way to give it this form of Chojiro using his Bankai instead of the past one. We can get that at a later date. I feel like this version of Chojiro, like his actual version, the old of him, like however old he is, deserves a new version. And the fact that they gave him that is actually fairly cool. So check out. So that's his Nadshin. Looks pretty cool. He's got a Rapier Zanpakuto, one of the cooler ones. That is his SA1. It is a 3000 length beam. Okay. It looks nice. So he is using the purple tags. I thought his lightning was actually gold, but that's actually his Bankai's lightning. So his normal lightning, just him not using his Bankai, I guess maybe Shikai, is actually the purple lightning. So that's kind of cool. So that's his second strong attack. It is a 960 in front of him. Chojiro's actually got literally the best strong attacks in the game. Like, he's actually good. And then that's his full screen. I like it. We don't have a lot of lightning users in the game, and I felt like this is actually fairly impressive. So Chojiro looks good. I mean, he's actually good. The only bad thing about him is the fact that he does have a Captain Killer, and even then it's not that much of a problem because he's built to be used in Guild Quest, right? And even outside of Guild Quest, it doesn't matter if he doesn't have Killer. He's going to be hitting hard. He's going to be doing what you want to do. He's probably going to clear faster than other characters that even do have Killer, so I don't think he's a bad character. One of the better characters in the game. Really excited to get this character. I want to use him. I've never used Chojiro in this game. Like, I pulled the tag team version. I think I pulled the tag team version this year. So I actually never used Chojiro in the game pretty much. So I'm kind of excited to pull for this one. I want to see the special though where he actually does activate the Bankai. Oh, hold on. That was a weird one. So you can see here. I will let it play out in a second. It starts off like a... Look at that. The black bars. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know why they do that, but that's actually kind of cool. So let's see it. So he uses Bankai. Oh, does the cage. And I believe it does actually stay there, right? It does. Okay. That's actually looking kind of huge. Okay, so it's similar to Genryusai, which is kind of funny, right? I will say, though, lads, it would have been a lot more impressive if he had this cage over him while the damage stayed there. That would have looked a lot cool, because then we would see his Bankai, like, actually in movement. But I guess that would have looked a bit iffy, because, like, I assume he can't move in this? I'm not really sure. But at least they gave him like an after effect. It just means he does more damage. In Guild Quest, again, that's actually going to be very good. It's a kind of a vortex move. When you do use your soul bomb, if you have this character 5-5 or anything like that, you're going to be able to nuke to the final boss because he is a hard character, or at least to the fourth boss. And then when you do use your soul bomb, they're going to be paralyzed. They're going to be doing more damage, or you're going to be doing more damage. And I believe the paralysis is probably going to last a bit longer. So actually, in fact, this extra effect, the damage that he does, is not that important in my opinion. Honestly, I was thinking maybe because it's a vortex move. Once you use your soul bomb, you'll be able to keep them in the vortex, but they'll be paralyzed, so it doesn't matter too much. But maybe if you soul bomb the enemy, a guild boss or something like that, because he is a good character, and you get them really low and then you kill them, and the vortex carries over, because I'm trying to see like a situation where that vortex would be useful. It's okay. It's an extra effect, right? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and have it. So I personally don't mind it. So over right there again, Chojiro, very good character. We like the video there. Chojiro deserves the love. So does Xekan. Again, shout out to him. I like it, right? Chojiro looks quite cool. I'm a fan of it. Now going to the main man himself. I don't care if this character was shafted. He looks cool. You can see him right there in the fire. Yamamoto, the West-North version, I believe is what they're calling it. I'm excited. So let's check it out. So I would have actually liked it to be more flames. But I don't mind. I like it. I can't really complain. So this is the new look of the innate skills, where he has the Immolator, which I for some reason can't say, right? Every 5 seconds, he has a 12% chance, I believe, to inflict everyone with burn. That's actually very good because he does have the increased damage to burned enemies. And I feel like that's a good thing that he does have Immolator, because a lot of the times this increased damage doesn't really matter. You end up one-shotting the enemy anyway, and then you end up not really needing to have that extra damage that the skill does give off. So the fact that for some, there's a small chance or a decent chance that when you're in a field, someone's going to potentially spawn in and already be starting to get burned, and then you can just easily do that extra damage to him. So I actually really do like that. It's kind of cool. He is also immune to fire. Makes perfectly sense. If he was able to get burnt, I would have literally complained. And then he also is able to literally read the no affiliation character's dodges, so that's gonna be useful for the new game mode. So let's check out the gameplay. I'm excited to see this. So I believe he has a new type of strong attack too. Oh, that nat string though. Okay, I like that. That looks actually quite cool. That is first strong attack. It looks pretty. That looks pretty far for a lunge. I'm not gonna lie, lads. That's actually, as far as lunges go, that's one of the better ones in the game, I believe. Oh, it is a double lunge. That's kind of clean, and that has a very good range. I actually do want to go over it, so I apologize for doing this. If we go right here, you will be able to see. For some reason, my last video, I went over the character and I showed the 5-star version and not the 6-star where they do have Havoc. So that SA2 has an 870 range. That's insane for an SA2 lunge. That's actually very good. I'm actually kind of excited now. And look at the end radius of that too. Like, that's good. That is good. That is actually very good. And then his third is just a full screen. Ooh, he stands down. I believe actually that SA3, dare I say, is when he used it against Arskin. No, is when he used it against Asnot and Basby when they all kind of like jump on him. I think that might be where he used that SA3. But that's looks so cool so far. And you can see there they actually got burned. So, I mean, he's not bad, lads. I know he has no affiliation killer, right? I know that's annoying, but it doesn't matter. He has a very good SA1, very good SA2. Visually looks cool. I mean, it's Genryusai on fire. I like it. Even though I feel like the fire should be a bit more... I feel like he should have more flames around him, personally for me. But he looks cool. I like that. So now let's see the special whenever X-Seeker wants to use it. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Hello? Bro, that's that's actually kind of sick. That's one of the best specials in the game. I like that. I'm actually kind of speechless. Like, I'm not already saying anything. So, man walks up, teleports, does whatever that is, like smashes everything. This is really cool. So, time kind of slows down, and then he charges up the slash. Like, I believe the background music kind of stops. And you can see here, the text comes on the screen, or the kanji, right, of him doing the attack like he did on the manga. And, like, the way it comes in is very cool. That's sick. That's one of the coolest specials in the game. I'm excited. Yamamoto did not get shafted, lads. I know people are disappointed that he has a no affiliation killer, but he's actually very good. So overall, lads, that was the 3 gameplays. I actually really do like it. I'm most excited for Genryusai. We will be doing 10 steps for the main banner. And I might be doing some summons on Genryusai's individual, depending if I get him or not on the main banner. So I will be streaming the banner when it does go live. I'm not sure straight away, but probably like an hour or half an hour after. We're going to do 10 steps on the main banner. And then hopefully I can get Genryusai. That's the main goal. As much as I want Izuru and Chojiro, I mainly just want Genryusai. And hopefully I do get him. If I do, then I don't need to pull anymore. Like, once I get Genryusai, I think I'm going to be done with the banner. I could say for the individual, but that is a month away. And lucky with that, we can actually see what the end of the month banner and the mid-month banner is for next month before we decide to pull on Genryusai's individuals. That's actually kind of cool. Really do like that. So overall, lads, that was actually the gameplay. Very good characters. Very excited for all 3 of them. More so the Genryusai. Chojiro, I would say, is the second hype for me, and then it's Kira. Even though I like Izuru more than Chojiro, I just don't like that Izuru is a nat character with no guard break. I personally just don't like that in the game. That being said, though, massive shout out to XXEK again for leaking the gameplay and uploading onto YouTube. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these characters. Are you most excited for? Who you going for? Who do you think looks sick? Do you think any of them got shafted? Because I know a lot of people are a bit disappointed. Are you skipping it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.